Hello everyone, welcome to Ted's Nerd World. I am Ted. I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank you for joining me today because we're going to go through this awesome series of Thrawn. This is part 2 of issue number 5, so let's just get to it, alright? Thrawn's out there causing trouble and trying to take over the galaxy, so here we go.
Previously on Thrawn. Admiral Durl is convinced he'll have no difficulty capturing Scrim Island. I am interested in seeing if he is correct.
He wasn't.
A turbo laser?
There's no aid we can render. I've already transmitted an emergency distress signal on Admiral Durl's behalf. Hail it. We're the Slipknot, and you're a weapons smuggler named Horatio Fig.
Am I buying or selling?
Whichever will gain us an invitation to visit his base.
The boss says he's willing to talk. I'll send you the coordinates.
Signy?
It's good to see you again, Commander Vanto. And please, call me Night Swan. Captain, what's going on?
This way! My primary goal was data that might have been left uncleared on this ship's computer. Navigational records in particular
So they found
that
out
might point us to bases and supply lines.
where Night Swan was is he's got a ship now with all sorts of info on it,
Next assault will succeed.
and he gathered the information he
Admiral
needed
Thrawn.
to take out
Some
the people on
of this
Bataan.
likewise pacified. 2 enemy ships were destroyed, 4 ships captured.
Without your actual presence, I'm told.
The action was carried out under my direction, Admiral.
I see. Admiral Durl, in 5 hours you are to bring your task force to the Marleyvane shipyards for repair. Admiral Thrawn, you said you needed to gather intelligence on the Bataan insurgents. How much time will you need?
Sir, I must protest. This operation was given to me. I am perfectly capable of seeing it through.
Actually, Fleet Admiral,
Nope.
the gathering is complete. I can eliminate them whenever you wish.
Great voice actor, I have to say.
Have you ever been aboard an Imperial Star Destroyer, Governor?
No, I haven't had the privilege, Colonel.
Governor Price, Colonel Yularen, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Admiral. We appreciate you seeing us on such short notice.
We understand you've pinpointed the insurgents' main Bataan stronghold.
The Creek Path Mining and Refining Complex outside Paragasto City.
Commander Vanto was able to sort out shipping vectors utilized by the insurgents. They indicate their cargoes ultimately ended up in Creek Path.
And of course you're planning to go in there in force?
I don't see that we have a choice, Governor. The complex's shield blocks orbital assault.
Even if it did not, there are approximately 30,000 civilians within the complex's boundaries.
Yes, I know. 2 of those civilians are my parents.
I see.
Which is not necessarily all bad. Governor Price has been following events on Bataan very closely. 2 days ago, she came to me with a proposal. Governor?
It's very simple, Admiral. I want to go down there and reacquaint myself with my parents and their friends, and get a close-up look at the insurgents' defenses and weapons setup. That way, when you send in your forces, they won't go in blind.
Depending on the setup, they might even get a crack at the shield generator. Taking that down would make this operation considerably easier.
A question. When you last visited Bataan, you were a senator's aide. Now you're an Imperial governor. Your position and reputation may precede you.
I can wear a disguise, but the simple fact is that for most people, expectations override observations. They won't expect to see Governor Price of Lothal, so they won't see her.
I assume you're not going alone.
Of course not. Agent Gudry, one of Colonel Yularen's ISB agents, will go with me.
The story will be that they're hunting down a friend who's gotten mixed up in the mine situation.
A plan that does not require her to take a side in the dispute. All for the best, since we do not know which side her parents support.
I'm sure they're loyal to the Empire.
Perhaps. Night Swan is quite persuasive. And even with an ISB escort, this will be a dangerous undertaking.
I'll be fine. And you need the intel.
These passcodes will decrypt anything they send back.
Interesting.
Try to keep them isolated from the ship's computer. It's one of ISB's best encryptions, and we don't want it wandering around the galaxy.
Understood.
Commander, can you tell me who set up the positioning of the Chimera and the rest of the task force?
I believe Admiral Thrawn did that himself. Why?
Because it's decidedly non-standard. In fact, it's borderline insane. Your 3 light cruisers are not only too far from your flagship, but too far from one another. The damage they took in Darill's failed assault means they're hardly battle-ready. They can't support the Chimera, and the Chimera can't support them. A few armed ships come out of hyperspace, and you'll be down 1 cruiser and a whole lot of support ships. 3 forces attacking in unison, all 3 cruisers and support clusters would be gone.
Not in unison. They'd come in sequence. Chirac, then Flincer, then Tumnur. They'd give the Chimera just enough time to turn its turbo lasers toward one cruiser before the next was attacked.
I see you're learning to think tactically. The question is, why isn't Thrawn doing the same?
I'm sure he is, but Yularen is right on all counts. Unless Thrawn arranged the freighters as bait to draw the raiders into an attack. But the bait is helpless. Any attack would instantly degenerate into a slaughter.
Well, I, for one, can't see the logic in this plan. But I suppose
That's
that's
the
his
point.
business, not mine. All I'm saying is, you should keep an eye on things. With Night Swan involved, I've had the feeling, ever since that first Tabana gas encounter, that the man's gotten under Thrawn's skin. Deeper, probably, than the Admiral will ever admit. With him orchestrating this whole thing, I'm not sure how clearly Thrawn's thinking.
He's thinking just fine. And whatever he does, it'll be for the good of the Empire.
I hope so. Keep an eye on him anyway.
This is quite unexpected. Not that your mother and I aren't glad to see you, Arinda, but why the hair? And the eye lenses?
I'm here very unofficially, hence the disguise. Aside from making sure you're safe, we need your help. A friend of Mattai's is inside the mine area. We need your help to find him.
He's just the type to jump headfirst into an insurgency without thinking. I need to get him out of there before the whole thing goes up.
Those people in the mines are heroes, fighting for our rights against a repressive and dangerous government.
I think you may be painting with too wide a brush. The Empire is quite multifaceted. Maybe on Coruscant it is. Maybe on Lothal. Not on Bataan. Here the governor and his friends are corrupt. Utterly corrupt. And the galaxy needs to hear about it. There are imperial procedures for dealing with corrupt local politicians, Mother. I'll look into it when I get back to Lothal. I can petition the Senate, possibly even the Emperor.
But that won't be soon enough to help my friend. I've heard too many stories about people being press-ganged by insurgent groups.
Fine, I'll take you. You need me to get through the cordon. What's your friend's name?
I don't know what name he's using here. He hasn't always been on the right side of the law. But he's a weapons electronics guy, so that should give us a clue as to where he's working.
We'll go in and take a quick look around. But if and when they tell us to leave, we leave. Clear?
Clear.
The irony is that the governor has himself to blame for the fact that we've got a shield at all. Creekpath's owner pleaded with him for some protection, but he wouldn't give us any of his troops. So instead he found a used DSS-02 regional shield and had it set up.
Huh. I'd have thought the operators would have tried to sabotage it before you kicked him out.
Before the insurgents kicked them out, I might agree with some of their grievances, but I'm not with them. From what I understand, they were escorted off the premises before they even knew what was...
Nice Foley work with the footsteps.
Elenia, is something wrong?
Talmor? I don't feel well. I think it was... I think it's something in the air. Can you come home? I need you and Arinda to come home.
Yes, of course. Arinda?
Here, sorry. I saw a group of men and wanted to check them out. None matched Mattai's description. Is something wrong?
Your mother's taken ill. We have to go home right away.
Wait a minute. I need to find my friend. Can't I stay? I promise I won't get in anyone's way.
I don't think.
That's a good idea. You can find your way back to the house, right?
Sure. You two go on. I'll be fine.
Uh-huh. Nice. You got free access to everything he needs.
Are you all right, Elenia? You sound terrible.
What in the world are you talking about? That was me, I'm afraid. I needed to get back here, and I needed to get away from Mattai. This was the simplest way to do it. Look, there's going to be a battle soon, a big one. You need to leave before it begins. Start packing.
Arinda, it's okay. The governor wouldn't dare attack the mine.
There's an Imperial task force overhead with orders to neutralize the insurgents on Bataan. That means Creek Path. So you need to gather up everything you can't live without. Arinda, please. There's no please, Mother. You need to go pack, and you need to pack now.
Come on,
Yeah.
Elenia. Do as she says.
It's coming.
What about our friends?
Get out.
What about the men and women we work with in the mine?
That sucks.
I'm not here for them. I'm here for you.
This is Admiral Thrawn aboard the ISD Chimera. I wish to speak to Night Swan.
Excuse me?
This is Admiral Thrawn. Please inform Night Swan that I wish to speak with him.
This is Night Swan. How did you get this frequency?
It was one of many contained in the records of the freighter Commander Vanto and I took from your ship.
Nice.
Of whoever flew that ship last. With anyone else, I would have expected an ultimatum, or at least some gloating. But neither strikes me as your style. Why did you call?
I wish to speak with you.
That's what he keeps saying. Oh, face to face.
No barriers between us.
Uh-oh. That could be interesting. All right. Well, that was the end of part 2 of issue number 5 of Thrawn. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Evil. Evil eyes. Thrawn's always been my favorite back when I started reading Heir to the Empire and all that. I'm sure everybody says the same thing. I know. And the way they did him in Rebels was, you know, people have their issues with it, the way he's been done in Disney Star Wars. But, you know, I'm here for it. I'll keep going. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it's still good. I like it. It's good enough to keep me entertained for now. So, yeah. Keep coming back, and we will finish this off. We've got one more issue left, which is split into 2 episodes, so come back, and we will finish that off soon. All right, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. So, yeah, this is very cool. Come back again. We'll finish it. Thanks for joining me. I am Ted from Ted's Nerd World. Please leave a comment below. Click that like button. Click subscribe button. Click that bell for notifications. And until next time, you take care, all right? Thanks. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please click that like button, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed so you can get notifications of all my future content. All of you are so great, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.